By the end of this video, you're going to find out exactly why your short form content is not converting and exactly what you need to do about it. So this is off the back of me posting multiple times a day on short form platforms. And I thought, I'm going to trial something. I'm going to double down on YouTube and to see, because I know it's true, on short form, to see if that same system and methodology and thesis holds up on long form. Hence, I'm creating this. I'm not in the studio today. I'm at home. I've got my setup at home, which isn't as fancy. So getting back to you, short form. I want to break a few things down for you, okay? And this is really going to hit home. Now, I'm sure you've all heard of the 7-4-11 rule, okay? I think it was Dan Priestley who mentioned this first. And the 7 is 7 hours of content, 4 platforms, and 11 touch points. Cool. Now, if we really break down what 7 hours looks like and what that means, it's 420 minutes. 420 minutes of content consumed for somebody to make a buying decision in your favor. That's a lot of minutes. Now, bearing in mind that the average watch time per reel is 3 seconds, we're looking at 27 years. And these are statistical facts. And we're wondering why posting once a day doesn't get somebody there. It will take you 27 years to make somebody make a buying decision in your favor, taking them from somebody who doesn't know you at all to somebody who trusts you enough to make a buying decision. So if these are truths, and like I said, this is data driven, this isn't me making this up. If it takes 27 years to build that amount of trust, the 420 minutes required to build that trust for somebody to make a decision in your favor, the common sense thing to do would be to speed that process up. So we want to turn that 420 minutes and divide it by 5. And this is why I post 5 times per day. Because what it isn't about is the views, the likes, or even the followers. Those don't matter. See, if I was to go and dropkick somebody's nan, that video would get a lot of views. In fact, let me see if I can make this point really quickly. I had a message off a friend earlier today. And in fact, she's a client who's also a friend. And this is the message he sent me. I'm just going to get it up for you guys. Here we go. So you put up a reel, he's ex-army. And let's see if I can switch this over. There we go. So what you can see here is he's posted a reel and it's gone absolutely nuts. It's been liked by 40.5K. However, it brought him in the wrong people. Don't get me wrong, it's great entertainment. And then if you look at the comments, they've gone absolutely ballistic with people who aren't good fits. So this is why viral content isn't the one. And this is exactly why views do not matter, especially if they're from the wrong people. Likes, once again, this got a lot of likes. Wrong people. If everyone's liking your stuff, especially if you've niched down and you've got a high ticket service to sell, the fact that it's being liked by a lot of people is a bad thing. And then followers, once again, we need the right followers. We need your ideal client, people who are in your niche. Otherwise, we are going to become really popular, but really broke. Unless you're monetizing your influence, it isn't the one. So the name of the game isn't to be an influencer. It's to be influential. in your niche. That's a slightly different angle to take, right? We don't want to be influencers. We want to be influential in your niche. Cool. So this is the exact system that I use. In fact, I could actually show it you. If you give me a second. And I use this system as a part of my old journaling process, which I've now, what I've done with it is I have systemized it and digitalized it so my clients can use it, right? And essentially, I think a better idea would be to draw it out for you, because it's going to take me a second to load up. So a better idea would be to, and this is how I kind of used to do it, is let's say you write down your 5 wins for the day. And these wins are going to come from a few different areas. Things that you've experienced with clients, your schedule. So if you look back at your schedule, your photos, things that you're taking photos from, things that were interesting, things that you're learning, and things that you're building. Okay, that's all the ammunition you need. And the framework that I use is, let's say, for example, I'm building this YouTube today. Okay, I'm creating this YouTube. So the structure for any piece of short form content is hook. You have the story, or you could go with the list, or you could go with steps. Steps are in order. A list is just a list. Okay, I'm sure you understand that. Then you have the payoff. And then for extra points, a CTA. Cool. So let's take the YouTube example, this YouTube that I'm creating. The hook needs to create curiosity. It needs to be dangerous. It can be funny. It could be intriguing. It could be rude. Okay. So I'm putting myself on the spot here. Let's put it around curiosity. So I say 5 times per day on social media, on short form. Okay. So I could say something like, what has fruit and veg and short form content got in common? So that's a bit of a weird thing to say. It gets people thinking. Then I can either choose a story. Let's highlight this. A story. I could choose a list or steps. I'm going to go with steps. Let me just choose a different pen because it's getting me confused. Steps. So I'll get into the issue first, to the story. I've just created YouTube about ... Okay, about posting 5 times a day. Here are the 3 steps, if it is 3 steps, to allow you to do so. 1, document day. 2, use, I'll give this a name, killer content structure. That's what I'm going to call this now. It's just been coined as that structure. And number 3, shoot from the hip. What I mean by that is on your phone. The payoff is the insight, or the underlying message is volume wins the game. CTA, if you want the full YouTube, which breaks it down, DM me keyword. So to see how there's no way I could possibly run out of content ideas if I'm just noting my day, which you should be doing anyway, staying organized, and noting down what's happening in your clients' worlds, things that you're helping your clients with, what's going on in your personal schedule, the photos that you're taking, the things that you're learning, the things that you're building. And what I've done in front of your eyes is I've taken what I'm building right now and delivering to you, and I've turned it into a short form script. And this is the exact method that I use when it comes to getting volume out on social media, because the name of the game is volume. 420 minutes. 420 minutes it takes for somebody to make a buying decision in your favor. And if you're looking at the statistics, once again, 3 seconds per reel, 27 years. We just need to speed up that buying cycle. This is why I'm a big advocate of pushing multiple posts per day, carousels, reels, stories, like bang it out. And the issue for a lot of coaches is they are so stuck in delivery, fulfilling clients, because they haven't built a methodology and a system which does the heavy lifting for them. Because that's one of the things that I focus on within the program is like, okay, cool. Yeah, we want to get more leads, but I don't want to pour them into an empty bucket where they're getting a shit service. Not only do I help you to get the leads, like your offer, your delivery needs to be bang on, because I want to produce people who are delivering an excellent service. I want to be synonymous with creating coaches and businesses that deliver high level results and a high level service. And I'm a stickler for that, and I'll cover that in another YouTube. So that's the system I use. Unfortunately, I didn't get to show you how it looks on my side, but that's the exact system. That's the exact structure. And if you implement this, the buying cycle, those people sitting on the fence will start to come through your doors so you can deliver world-class results a whole lot sooner. Just to let you know, shameless plug, the wait list for the next intake of the syndicate is open. There's a 4-week probation period at the beginning where you can walk away after 4 weeks if you feel like the program isn't good for you. And also I've got the discretion of, if I feel like you aren't the right client for me, we can also part ways at that point. Okay, it just reduces the risk for both parties, and that's how I build offers. I want to make the barrier to entry as low as possible to take away the 12-month contract out of the situation, and just to give you a taste of what it's like inside my world. So if you feel like that could be you, drop me a DM on Instagram. I'll leave the link below. Just DM me the word waitlist. I'll fire it over, have a look at the offer, and we'll go from there. And apart from that, I'll catch you soon. This is the first of many lo-fi sorts of YouTubes. So I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.